Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Go Sportsball podcast. I'm your host Owen with Ron, and it's our this is a 2 for 2 today. We have we have our second outdoor episode. Ironically, I'm wearing the Ronick jersey for both.
Yeah,
and beanies. But also, we have a very special co-host. Allow me to table. I forgot because we're so used to doing this.
Go around the opposite side.
Okay, I got you.
Come here, little one. Puppy.
This is the Goober.
Puppy.
This is my puppy. She will be joining us for like 5 minutes.
For a little bit.
Little Freya.
While we run through everything.
So, she knows nothing about Sportsball.
Alright, let's focus.
Sportsball.
Let's focus.
She says
Focus, boy.
So, the World Series officially over, and the Dodgers unfortunately winning at things. That means we can get some of them awards.
So we do have the awards.
Let me move that down. There we go.
Yeah. Starting off with the American League Rookie of the Year, you have Roman Anthony from Boston Red Sox. You've got Nick Kuritz from the A's and Jacob Wilson from the A's as well. For Manager of the Year, you've got the understandable Toronto Blue Jays. Careful. You've got the Toronto Blue Jays manager Joe Schneider. You've got the Cleveland Indians, your Cleveland Indians, manager Stephen Vogt, and you've got the Seattle Mariners manager Dan Wilson. For the American League Cy Young Award, it is Hunter Brown from the Houston Astros. Garrett Crochet from the Boston Red Sox, buddy. You might want to find a better last name. And Tyreek Skubal from the Detroit Tigers. Son of a gun. Lastly, for MVP, you have on the American League, you have Aaron Judge from the New York Yankees.
No surprise at all.
Well, he's been out for quite a bit of the season.
Still really good.
Cal Riley, which I think he's going to win it outright, from the Seattle Mariners. And Jose Ramirez from your Cleveland Indians.
Yeah, I remember. I still think I have his card for when he played for them.
Yeah, it should be good. I don't know who's going to win out of all those.
It's also, like, if you see us getting a little chittery, it is cold out. It's like 46 degrees, so. and I'm an idiot, and I'm just wearing, a t-shirt under this.
So we're going to try to make this episode short. By short, it's probably going to be about the same length.
Yeah, but I mean, we also have a fire over there, and it's blowing smoke right in our direction. But hey, I like to smell campfires because camping is fun.
It's a lot better. But get to the National League Rookie of the Year from the Atlanta Braves is Drake Baldwin, Caleb Durbin from the Milwaukee Brewers, and from I'll let you say his name. I ain't touching that.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
No. From Rookie of the Year,
Cade Horton from the Chicago Cubs. Manager of the I'll do this side.
Yeah.
So for Manager of the Year in the National League, it is Terry Francona from the Cincinnati Reds, his favorite team.
Also a former manager of the Cleveland Indians.
Really?
Yeah. Trainer.
I did not know that. Usually is Pat Murphy of the Milwaukee Brewers. And Rob Thompson of the Philadelphia Phillies, which is still such a funny name to me.
Yeah. How about the Philly Fanatic?
That is one of the names of all time, Ron. Then we got Christopher for the Cy Young Trophy. I'm stupid. For the Cy Young Award in the National League, Christopher Sanchez of the Phillies, Paul Skeens for Pittsburgh. No surprise. He's been the only good player on the Pirates.
Yeah.
Like forever. And third recipient is Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the MVP for the World Series. I mean, that guy. What can you say that hasn't already been said about him? I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised.
He was a stud and a half in that playoff run.
He's definitely going to get it. The wind picked up.
Yeah. And then the MVP, Shohei Ohtani from the Los Angeles Dodgers. Again, not a surprise. I mean,
he's going to win.
It's Shohei.
But I would say he would win. Just like you said, it's not a surprise that Aaron Judge is in there. the same thing could be said about Shohei Ohtani. He was out for a certain period of time as well.
Yeah.
So I would say they have to put that in consideration.
Yeah. Then there's Kyle Schwarber from the Philadelphia Phillies and Juan Soto from the New York Mets. I don't know about that.
I don't think Juan Soto may have an argument, but I don't think he has a chance against Kyle Schwarber and Shohei Ohtani. I think out of all three of them, I would say Kyle Schwarber has the MVP.
It's going to be close because, yes, Shohei was out for a while, but when he came back, the man would not stop. Yeah. Also, real quick, I do want to mention, I put my dog back inside, so that's why she isn't, jumping everywhere.
Yeah, because we didn't realize how much she wanted to be held.
That and also she was, since it's cold out, she was getting cold, so I didn't want her to be cold.
Just like me right now.
Who cares about you? My dog's more important. I'm kidding, Ron.
But starting off with a little bit of college baseball, I do have some commitments coming out. I would like to get to that before we get to the MLB. So first off,
go for ahead. I cannot English.
So first off, from the class of 2027 infielder Chubb Jones Jr., not to get confused with Chubb Jones Sr., has committed to Clemson. The 6'4", 190-pound standout is ranked top 10 nationally as one of the top players in the 2027 class. Some more commitments. I gotta find them. Another commitment from the class of 2026 shortstop Rocco Maniscalco.
Some guy named Rocco.
That's definitely an Italian name. Has announced his commitment to Mississippi State.
What's Mississippi State's thing again? Or are they the
Bulldogs?
Bulldogs. Okay.
Why did I
think they were the Aggies?
Whoa, that's Texas A&M. And we're not in an earthquake.
It's just very windy.
Yes. And the 6'2", 185-pound switch hitter from Oxford, Alabama, is ranked number 1 overall in Alabama for the 26 class and a top 20 national recruit.
That's crazy.
And the final one that I have is the class of 2027 infielder Camden Bohm. He has announced his commitment to Ole Miss. He is 6'3", 190-pound infielder from Tarpon Springs, Florida. Chose the Rebels over North Carolina State, Arkansas, and Virginia. He says, quote, "I am truly blessed to further my academic and athletic career at the University of Mississippi. Thank you to my parents and all the coaches that have helped me along the way."
I'm interested to see what he'll do in Ole Miss.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good one.
So were you done with college?
Yes. Now into the MLB and a cameo from Uriah.
Cameo from Bishop. George Springer has been is the recipient of the Silver Slugger Award. He wins his 3rd AL Silver Slugger and his first as a designated hitter. So, I think this is definitely worth it. He's a fantastic player, and he did great. Even though the Blue Jays lost to that World Series, unfortunately, he did a great job with what he did. What a player, and congratulations to him.
I just realized I missed a commitment.
Oh my God, Ron, I will poke you in the eye.
But class of 2026 outfielder Jorvorsky Lane Jr. has announced his commitment to Arkansas. It says to the Arkansas, but the 6 foot, 190 pounds. Why do they care about how much they weigh? 190 pound standout from Fort Worth, Texas, is ranked number 9 nationally and number 2 in Texas for the 2026 class. Now, what I was actually about to cover is Shota Imanaga becomes a free agent after club and player options were declined. So, and the question is, where will he land in this offseason? It's hard to say. I would say,
it's like, what does he play again?
I believe he is a pitcher.
There are a lot of teams right now that definitely need a good pitcher, and Shota's done a pretty good job. So there are a lot of teams that could pick him up.
Oh yeah.
Come to Tampa, because I don't remember if our pitching is good. I need to start following the Rays more. But yeah, so we're definitely gonna. So I'm not gonna watch it. Damn. So so yeah, we're definitely gonna have to watch that, and to watch for that and see where he goes. So in the news, Andrew Kittredge has been acquired from the Chicago Cubs by the Baltimore Orioles for money. For cash considerations. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Dang it.
I mean,
you already got one.
Aren't you just a doll?
Whatever. San Diego Padres starting pitcher Yu Darvish announced that he will miss the 2026 season after undergoing surgery to repair his flexor tendon and an internal brace. And an internal brace attached to his UCL. That's
the hard part about baseball. Your arm will get destroyed.
Yeah, but it also feels like, just thinking about it, I'm like sitting here like, moving on.
Okay. Harrison Bader has declined his mutual option to become a free agent. So he's there's another blow to the Philadelphia Phillies. So there's gonna be a lot of talk about where he'll be going too, which is pretty interesting.
From the Detroit Tigers, Jack Flaherty opts into $20 million deal for 2026, so he is staying in Detroit, which is good. Out of Milwaukee,
Jose Quintana and Rhys Hoskins had their mutual options declined, and they will now be free agents. So there are a lot of players opting out of their options here.
Yep.
Funny thing there. But so I'm this offseason could be pretty interesting. We could see. I mean, especially because there are going to be teams like the White Sox and the Rockies especially are going to be trying to build back up, because who the hell wants to be the Rockies and the Red Sox? Come on now. I mean, and the White Sox.
I was about to say,
because the Red Sox are doing okay.
Well,
they at least made the playoffs.
Yes, but
better than my team. I'm trying to cope here.
But the Red Sox player Trevor Story has well, actually, they're doing good. Why did I say that? He opts in to final 2 years of his contract, so he has opted to take, I guess, that option to stay with Boston, which is good. For former Cleveland Indian pitcher who was traded to the Toronto Blue Jays, Shane Bieber has opted in to his $16 million deal for 2026, so he is staying in Toronto. Come back to Cleveland, please. Baby, come back. Like, seriously, I want you back. And staying on the topic,
and that could definitely help the Gindians. That's what I'm calling them for this one.
Speaking of the Blue Jays are going to play Team Canada in an exhibition game.
That could be fun.
I want it to be on national TV.
That would be really cool.
I want to see it.
That would be really fun.
So that will take. So as part of the 2026 spring training, the Blue Jays will play Team Canada in a World Baseball Classic exhibition game on March 3rd.
They try and do Four Nations face-off so bad. I'm kidding.
Honestly, I think Toronto is going to whoop on Team Canada, but I could be wrong.
We could definitely see an upset here. That would be sick.
I would, if there was an upset, that would be awesome. But I think this might hurt you.
Pete Fairbanks is a free agent after the Rays decline an $11 million option. Oh well. Yeah, you know what? I mean, whatever. My team sucks. I give up on life. I just want an Evan Longoria jersey.
Yeah, so
same better at Wade Boggs because the Devil Rays tarps were nice.
Yes. So Jorge Polanco has declined his option and will be a free agent. He is a part of the Seattle Mariners.
The Mariners?
I was trying to say Mariners. But the Mariners, and hopefully, I mean, I want him to stay in Seattle because they had a great run, and I think they still have a
This
stacked
is what they've
team.
been needing. I mean, they've been kind of mediocre for a while, and I mean, he's been a big part in helping them win.
Yes. Some unfortunate news for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Don Mattingly, the bench coach, is leaving the Blue Jays after 3 seasons with the team, and wow, that's some big news.
He's been to Toronto. I believe he was at one point he was a Los Angeles Dodgers manager.
Possibly, yeah. Wait, like this is
this
is the Don Mattingly.
Yes, this is the Don Mattingly,
I found
who
some
also
damn good cards of him recently.
he also was the
those
manager for the other Florida team, the
Marlins. I almost said Florida Marlins too.
Well, I almost said Miami Dolphins.
Oh no! Okay, no. I almost said Florida Marlins. I mean, I don't really care about the Marlins, but those jerseys are slick.
Some of them are good. Yes.
And they had some surprisingly amazing runs back in the day, especially against the Blue Jays, I believe.
So after Bruce Bochy was released as manager for the San Francisco Giants, and as Vitalo, who was the Vitalo, I think his name was, is now the manager for the San Francisco Giants. Bruce Bochy and the San Francisco Giants are apparently finalizing a deal for him to return to the Giants as a special assistant. So, I wonder, hopefully he gives Vitello some advice, especially with the situation that he's coming into. And finally, the Padres have found their new manager.
The Padres are hiring Craig Stammen to be their new general manager. So I don't know much about Stammen. I haven't seen like many of his moves, but who knows? Maybe he'll be good because the Padres window is closing quickly, and I mean they wanted to beat LA, but unfortunately they realized, oh wait, we have another team we have to get past.
Yep. So but the Padres also pick up Ramon Laureano's $6.5 million option for 2026, so they at least get Laureano to come back. And honestly, I think I'm thinking of Longoria that played for y'all.
I miss him so much.
But we were talking about...
It's really not fair.
We were talking about the Colorado Rockies earlier on one of the free agents. But we were talking... Yeah, we were talking about Colorado Rockies earlier. The Rockies are naming Paul De Podesta as their new head of baseball operations.
Wow.
De Podesta has been the chief strategy officer with
the Browns.
The Cleveland Browns. So this kind of
going to another sport. That's an interesting decision.
It is. It's weird seeing him to be hired as the head of baseball ops, considering you can't do anything with the team. You can't do anything with this team. So why would you take over the Colorado Rockies? Well, I guess you're going to make them suck.
Well, I mean, take a team that always tanks and go to a team that's always tanking. So, hey, Ron, now, Ron, tell me I'm incorrect.
You are.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You are. Screw you.
How many playoff wins have you had? I'm not even trying to be an ass.
A few.
Like 2!
No.
Anyway,
if you count also going back to the AFL, technically we have a lot.
Yeah, but whatever. So the last thing for baseball is one that this guy's going to be pretty upset about. So, Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz have been indicted for pitch rigging. So, I saw an article about this on Bleacher Report. They were charged with fraud, conspiracy, and bribery stemming from an alleged scheme to rig individual pitches that led to gamblers winning hundreds of thousands of dollars, according to an indictment unsealed by federal prosecutors on Sunday. It was also, and these charges are very similar to those that were levied against Terry Rozier and multiple coaches in late October from that whole scandal going on with the NBA and stuff like that. And prosecutors said each pitcher would face up to 20 years in prison for wire fraud conspiracy, 20 years for honest services wire fraud conspiracy, and 20 years for money laundering conspiracy, and 5 years to influence sporting events by bribery. So, if convicted, they could get 65 years in prison. Wow. That's insane. So, Ron, take the wheel.
I'm going to go on a little rant right now because the MLB is one of the top selling, not only in ticket sales, not only in TV production, but a lot of things in merch and everything. You're making millions of dollars. I understand that you have this gambling probe and you're trying to stop players from betting on different sports or different games and all that kind of stuff, and you're calling people, or you're saying that they're rigging these games. How can you prove that, in my opinion? How can you prove that that is happening? You've seen so many pitchers that have thrown balls into the dirt. You've seen them throw it at players. You've seen them throw it right down the middle and give up a home run. How can you prove this stuff? And I understand they're saying like they have proof of it and they've unsealed it. But at the same time, you're making millions off of stuff, including gambling as well. So I don't understand how you could go after these players and you're and say they can't bet, or they have one bad game or a couple bad pitches, and you automatically have to probe it into a gambling scheme and everything.
I think the difference here is the fact that think of it this way. Think like you're a player playing for the Guardians, and your pitcher is deliberately throwing duds just so that he can make a couple. Just hear me out. Just so he can make a couple $100,000 through DraftKings or whatever. That's taking that is
yes.
That is you're tanking your team. You're pulling away from your team stats, and you're basically being a liability. I mean, players have gotten kicked out for less.
I know.
So at the end of the day, while yes, I do want to see while I do feel like maybe that's a bit harsh, but at the same time, it's the rules. Yes. It is the rules. If you can't follow them, you're going to face the consequences. Yeah. I don't love it, but at the end of the day, that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
And I completely understand that. It's just one of those I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. It's absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. You're making millions of dollars off of stuff, and like I said, I've seen pitchers throw pass balls, as they call it, or wild pitches. It happens in games. So I don't know how you can deliberately prove that they are doing it.
I mean, pull up their phone and, oh, look, he has a lot of history on FanDuel. I don't know. So, what do I know? Because I just work here.
But we'll move on to basketball. I have no commitments, no news out of the NCAA as of right now. Anything could happen. Of course, the NCAA season is underway. Oh, yeah. I'm ready for March already. March Madness.
Ron. I think it is decent enough to say that we are in fact back.
Yes.
So, getting things started, the Utah Jazz are already dead inside. Because
when haven't they been?
Touche. At least there's one good team in Utah, and they are a dumb MF. So, Utah's Walker Kessler is undergoing a season-ending left shoulder surgery for a torn labrum, sources tell Shams. So, ow! Jeez!
I was gonna say both of us were like, yes.
It's okay. It's okay, my pretty. I would never let you get yours.
I don't know which one it was. Now it just looks like I'm cold.
I mean, I am kind of cold, but whatever.
I know.
I will fight through it for the people.
I know.
So this is going to be a tough loss for Utah. I mean, because Walker Kessler, he's a damn good player, and yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Utah Jazz might be in a little bit of trouble.
No, in fact, we do not like Jazz. But if I do that again, you have full permission to be mad at me.
Please. Out of the Western Conference as well, staying in the Western Conference, I should say. Free agent. Bruh. Free agent. Bruh. You'll see why I said it. Free agent Precious Akiwa
That is an amazing.
That's you see why I said.
Please tell me, there's a Heat player that loves Lord of the Rings, so he can just go up to him and be like,
well,
wait,
who's
the
free.
Heat's like biggest rival? I need the joke.
So I don't even know, but
I'm gonna assume it's Boston.
But as I was saying, he was a free agent. He used to play for the Miami Heat. Now he has agreed on a deal with the Sacramento Kings.
Wow.
So he is now the Kings are expected to waive second-year center Isaac Jones to make roster space to sign to Kiwa.
By the way, that's not a bad move by Sacramento.
Oh yeah,
but also my Gollum impression is actually not that bad.
It wasn't.
It's not too bad. Maybe it's because we are both really really weird. So this is something that cold. He told me about that he's not happy about whatsoever. So the Indiana Pacers are waiving guard Mac McClung. Sources tell ESPN the reigning three-time NBA dunk contest champion signed a multi-year, non-guaranteed deal with the Pacers last week and scored 6.3 points in 11.3 minutes per game over the three contests. And now he's being waived. It is possible that they're choking again, Ron.
Well, they've been sucking so far.
Because Halliburton is gone. Also, I love the fact that we're outside because I can scream, but I'm also cold.
Yes. That's why both of us are cold.
We will thug it out for the people.
For now, yes. But the one thing I have told him is this guy is a great player. I've seen his highlights from the high school that he went to, and I mean and even in college. He did very well in high school and in college. This guy does have potential. And it sucks that none of these teams are giving him a chance. If they are giving him a chance, it is a very low chance right now. And it makes me absolutely mad. Now, yes, he didn't go to the high school that we went to, but it doesn't matter. I have absolutely full respect.
What does that have to do with this? What's him going
I'm just
to
saying, without, like,
not
being biased.
Okay, that's what you meant. I was like...
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't understand. But yeah.
But it was one of those that I think he does have NBA potential. I do think he is going to play. He's going to be very well in what he does. I'm hoping a team signs him. I would love to see the Cleveland Cavaliers sign him.
Ooh, that would be interesting. But but here's the thing: do the Cavs really need him? I mean, it could probably just be like building on what's good.
He could be a backup for Hunter.
Ooh, I mean, Hunter did have that amazing play where he almost broke Josh Giddey's legs.
Literally about broke his ankle.
Yeah, I saw that video. I was like, oh god, did that actually break? Hey, this isn't the NFL, all right.
This is not Ken Scatterboot.
We are not allowed to break our legs like we're Tyreek Hill or Fred Warner. I wish the best for all of them in recovery.
But I will say this: if I will think if the Cavs do it,
they do.
I knew you were going to do that. If they do sign him, I do think that he would. I think he would be a backup for either Garland or for Mitchell or DeAndre Hunter. I think
because Mitchell, Hunter, and Garland, they're both like all three of them are pretty hard to replace. And I mean, I'm not crapping on Mac. I'm not, but I mean but those guys are pretty hard to replace. But I mean, I 110% would be willing to see how that would play out.
Also, if you see it getting darker and lighter,
hold on, let me see if I can focus. Okay, yeah.
If you see it getting darker and lighter, it's because we do have lights out here. But it is starting to get a little bit darker outside. It's
5:37, but you know it's November.
It's daylight. So. Daylight saving time is no longer here. So
continuing onwards. What do you got?
After the Indiana Pacers released, or should I say, waived Matt McClung, they signed a veteran point guard, Monte Morris, with their newly open roster spot. Hence why I said after Mac McClung was released.
I guess that's not that bad of a pick. I mean, Monte Morris does have talent, so
he was good.
Yeah.
But
also, I just realized something, Ron. I just realized something kind of funny. So you know how earlier we were talking about how this is, time for seconds because Beanie episode, and of course we are outdoors and with my
Flyers
Philly jersey on. I mean, obviously not the second time I wore it, but second time I've worn it outside
since then. Yeah.
I also just realized since I had my puppy out here, that's I think that's the second time we've had a dog in one of our videos.
We've had it at least 2 other times, so this was the third time.
It's like a triple.
Somewhere around there.
Triple double
episode.
Triple double. I'm calling all the games, baby. I'm calling all the stat things.
But yes, we are up on the stage a little bit better. So we're up on the stage that they have out here. Unfortunately, we would be out there if it was warmer.
Yeah. I mean, they do have a fire going, but smoke's coming our way.
Yeah, it's not going to help out as
Honestly,
much.
I don't mind. I love obviously I don't love the smell of smoke, but campfire smoke, oh yeah. I gotta go camping.
Best thing, probably something that's going to help out the Detroit Pistons. Did I already cover this? I don't think I did. Helping out with the Detroit Pistons, Isaac Jones, a second-year big man, has been claimed by the Sacramento Kings. Or excuse me, they claimed former Sacramento Kings center Isaac Jones for the Detroit Pistons off of the free agency waivers. So I think that will help out Detroit a little bit more.
I mean Detroit's I don't really love Detroit sports that much, and I know you hate Michigan sports. The sports based in the state of Michigan. That little growl. We got Timmy Tough Knuckles over here.
The only reason I like the Detroit Lions is because I got their running back as my on my fantasy team.
And I hate the Lions, so whatever. I mean, I don't have a problem with the Red Wings, I guess, but who cares about them? But I mean, the Pistons, they've been on a comeback. I mean, especially after that season.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing pretty well for themselves, and honestly, I can't help but be happy for them. So there's that. So I got 2 more things. One thing is the San Antonio Spurs star De'Aaron Fox plans to make his season debut against the New Orleans Pelicans. Damn it. New Orleans. He's going to play the New Orleans Saints. He's going to hit a home run and get them to the Stanley Cup playoffs. Go Sportsball, because I didn't do it in last episode. So I mean, I think this is good news for the Spurs, because I mean, Wemby's good, but Wemby can't do it all.
Yeah. And
Fox is great player.
Oh yeah.
And the last thing I want to mention is LeBron James. The Lakers star LeBron James has officially been cleared for contact basketball activities and will be reevaluated in 1 to 2 weeks. So King James he's working on his way to come back in what is possible in being his final hurrah, but we don't know for sure.
He said before near the off season or beginning of the season that he did want to play at least 1 season with his son, Bronny James.
Yeah.
So,
and he did that last year, right?
He said that sometime around either last year or not. I'm about to turn on these lights because we're starting to lose.
Yeah,
a lot of lighting.
It'll be fine here. Yeah, so I'm interested to see how we'll do. And the good Lord said, "Let there be some lights on this porch." We paused and we took care of that, and also there was something over there that they had to get. So yeah, we have lights now. Back. So that's pretty good. Yeah, no, run. We are so back.
Yes.
So, so getting into speaking of cold, let's talk about some hockey, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
The best sport on ice.
I'll give you. Take back your fist bump. That was.
What sport is better on ice?
Ice football. That's actually a sport in Russia. Ice American football.
Okay, that's actually pretty badass. But no, ice hockey's better. Shut up. Shut up. So, getting things started. let's get the obvious out of the way here. Alexander Ovechkin,
Ovechkin.
the Great Eight, has become the first NHL player ever to get 900 career
Golly.
goals.
I don't know what to say. This guy, after he's going, I mean, he already announced that he's retiring after this season, right?
Yep.
So he's already
I believe
announced.
so.
I mean, at some point, for me, I feel like, buddy, you've hit 900 goals. You might as well just stop while you're ahead.
It's
But
either
he's
that
got-
or try to like Yager it into 1,000, but I don't know if he do that.
I doubt he's going to get to 1,000, although I could be wrong.
Yeah, actually, I don't know how many, like, if Yager ever had 1,000. You know what? Screw it. I'm looking this up. I am looking
As
this
we're-
up so
as we're-
hard because the database that I usually use, it accounts like his it accounts overall like in literally every league that he plays. No, 766. Damn, Yager. All right. So yeah, I mean, big congratulations to the Great Eight. I mean, he is up there as one of the greats.
Oh yeah.
I still think Gretzky's better, but
Oh yeah, Gretzky.
but, you know,
it's
I mean, it's not as big of a debate as like Jordan and James.
LeBron. Thank the Lord.
So, you know, we'll have to. But hey, so big congratulations to him. This is really cool.
So, as you know, Owen, you and me, March of this year, did go to a Columbus Blue Jackets and Detroit Red Wings Stadium Series game.
And froze ourselves to death.
Just like I'm kind of freezing right now.
You're freezing. You at least have a hoodie.
I know. But,
I'm sitting on my hands over here.
But we were in a great college football stadium. Don't you argue with that.
I'm not. It was really cool.
But it was a great, in my opinion, a great game. I loved it.
Great game.
A comeback, in my opinion. I think.
Not really.
Well, they were down a little bit, but they started.
It was tied. It was tied, and then they had that
Blue
big
Jackets
goal,
started.
that was a crazy goal.
Yes.
And I'm surprised they didn't call it like a high sticking, but whatever.
Yeah, a lot of players were, or a lot of fans were trying to call it high sticking. Anyways,
but yeah,
we
that
were
was a
speaking
great
of that.
game, and I mean, dude, those 2 days were crazy, dude.
I
We
would've-
gotta do that again.
I would love to go to one again. However, I don't want to travel all the way out to Texas because in 2027, the 2027 NHL Stadium Series will be played at AT&T Stadium in Texas.
Finally, a winning team playing there.
That was a good
Yeah.
one. So the Dallas Stars will host the 2027
That's fun
Stadium
getting
Series.
dumped for that, by the way.
Lord.
For that high five.
Yeah. The opponent for the game next season will be announced at a later date. We do not know who the opponent is. I honestly would love to see Dallas. I don't know who. If Columbus Blue Jackets get it again, I'll be like, I doubt it. I would say it's probably going to be Columbus, and I would almost, or Columbus, Dallas, and I would almost say either Ottawa or maybe even Colorado.
Maybe. I think I heard somebody say Nashville, but they already did the Winter Classic between those two a few years ago, and I don't know if they'd want to do that again. Especially after the last time. Yeah. But there's also other teams that could probably go. I mean, I've heard I think I heard like they might consider Utah, but I don't know. So continuing onwards, Duncan Keith has been named to the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Sorry,
and,
we're trying to get we're trying to get these out, but there's a constant breeze going right now.
Yeah. In 2015, Duncan Keith became the first player to capture the Conn Smythe Trophy and score the Stanley Cup winning goal in the same year since Henrik Zetterberg with Detroit in 2008. Unfortunately, this was against my team, so I am pissy about it. But I mean, but Duncan Keith, man, in his prime, he was an incredible defenseman.
Yes.
And the man could score goals like it was nobody's business. Cause don't I know it?
Yes.
But yeah, so I'm glad to see him come to the Hall of Fame. Glad to see that Chara's making it too.
Yes.
And stuff like that.
If you didn't see what just happened, there was a big
we get a big gust of wind. Let's keep going.
Yes. So yes. some news, and I'm gonna kind of bring down the mood a little bit. Rasmus Dahlin, Dahlin, I was close enough, is taking a temporary leave of absence to deal with a personal matter in Sweden, according to Sabres head coach Lindy Ruff. I'm hoping the best for him. I'm hoping it is not something major. So, best of luck to you, Darlene. And
I believe it was some family matters, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, I really hope that there's nothing.
I hope it's nothing bad. Hopefully, he can return soon.
Yeah, because the Sabres need him. Continuing onwards, the Washington Capitals have recently announced that Pierre-Luc Dubois has underwent surgery on Friday to address injuries to his abdominal and adductor muscles, and he's expected to miss 3 to 4 months. So, I mean, he's a pretty solid center, and he's done really, really, really well for himself in Washington. So, they're gonna want him back. Like, I don't think they're gonna be tanking without him, but they're gonna want him back quick.
Oh yeah.
Some other news, and this isn't really news, just a fun fact. Brad Marchand, regarded as one of the most... Dang it. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to think too much. Regarded as one of the single most hated NHL players of all time, overall has forfeited over $1.4 million in suspensions. That's insane.
Buddy,
hold on.
Stop it.
Salary forfeited due to suspensions, $1,424,568.33.
Where did the 33 cents come from?
I don't know, maybe dissing against Patrick Waugh. What do I know? Then in suspensions, he's had 8 of them. He's missed 28 total games. And yeah, the man loses money, but he's still getting paid.
He's still doing good. As much as I do not like the man,
I hate him. I hate him, but I also don't hate him.
You can't really do much about it.
Yeah, he's also a wonderful guy off the ice. So
yeah,
I hate him so much. Not for that stuff, because I'm not a horrible person.
I was gonna say that was the worst time to do that.
Oh man, I am a horrible person. I'm wearing a Flyers jersey. So, the last thing I got for hockey is Gavin McKenna, who is being looked at as the #1 pick heading into the upcoming NHL draft, has been named College Rookie of the Month for hockey. The projected #1 pick has put up 13 points in 10 games to kick off his collegiate career with Penn State. I mean, the guy is a monster.
You go to Penn State?
They have a more successful college program than Ohio.
Shut up!
I actually, we got. Honestly, I would love to go to an Ohio State hockey game. Those look fun.
I will make that happen.
Why did I say that? Now I don't. Now I don't want to go.
Hey, and I'll even make it an Ohio State women's hockey game for you, buddy. Don't even. You stopped in front of.
Because I didn't know they had a hockey rink right there. I'm not a simp.
Okay. You know I like you, buddy.
Can you tell the cope yet? Can you tell I'm coping here?
Alrighty.
I feel bad! Alright, I'm kidding. So, lastly, let's talk about the gridiron. Football. So, just to start off, we will address the obvious. Yes, both of our teams lost. Why are you asking? Shut up your faces. So, Ducks lost to New England, and that was a crazy game. Emeka Egbuka is back. So, at least I have that, but...
At least our fantasy teams are doing well.
I guess, but Baker Mayfield's been really off, so I don't think he's getting MVP. He's been pretty messy in the past few games. I mean, he's done good with Emeka, but I don't know. He hasn't been himself. And unfortunately, our defense wasn't able to hold against New England, so... Drake May is him. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it was a lot closer than I figured.
Y'all did start making a comeback.
Yeah, the
that
game itself
interception helped y'all.
It was 28-23 New England.
Yeah.
So, and then of course Cleveland unfortunately fell to the Jets.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and that was rough.
Yes. So, starting off. Hello.
So, Ron, what are your thoughts on that Cleveland game, eh?
Ay, ay, ay. 4th and 4, and you jump off sides. It's a hard snap. What were you expecting?
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Sportsball, baby.
But starting off with college, of course, at the time of this recording, at the time of this recording, this is the last college football playoff rankings that we have, or that I have gotten. Of course, every college football playoff rankings come out every Tuesday, starting in November. So we had the first one. Starting off with this one on the first week of it at number 1.
Duh.
Who else but the Ohio State University? At number 2 is Indiana. 3 is Texas A&M.
They've been great.
Yes,
They've been amazing.
Indiana and Texas. Here's the thing. A lot of people are saying that Ohio State is playing cupcake games. However, you look at Indiana. If Ohio State's playing cupcake games, then what is Indiana playing? They have yet to play a tough team this year.
Damn, I could go for a good cookie right now.
But number 3 is Texas A&M, who has done an amazing job
dude,
this
they've
season.
been a fantastic squad.
I have seen this before. I think Texas A&M is a dark horse for the run for the playoffs.
Yeah,
I could see that.
I can definitely see that coming up.
Of course, number 4. I don't know how
sister lovers themselves.
I don't know how they're in the top 10 or the top
cousin lovers.
There you
themselves.
go. I don't know.
Same thing. Same kind of dynamic.
Yes.
At the end of the day with Alabama.
Yes. Okay, that's where I was getting.
It's funny. I'm still coping.
Okay, I think the brain freeze has gotten to your head.
No. I'm just usually stupid.
But at number 4, as he was saying, Alabama. At number 5 is Georgia. 6 is Ole Miss.
I hate Georgia.
6 is Ole Miss. 7 is BYU. Unfortunately,
BYU.
Unfortunately, wow. BYU did lose this past weekend. At number 8 is Texas Tech. Number 9 is Oregon. Number 10 is Notre Dame. 11 is Texas. Ew. Number 12 is their rival, Oklahoma. Number 13 is Utah. 14 is Virginia.
I can do the other side.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want the balance.
Yep, go ahead.
So at number 14, Virginia. Virginia's been really good.
Surprisingly,
I did not expect Virginia to do something.
I don't know what has gone on.
Yeah, number 15 is Louisville. They're finally doing something after losing Lamar.
Yes.
Number 16, Vanderbilt.
Oh, Vanderbilt's going to move up. I for sure know that.
Number 17, Georgia
Tech.
Georgia Tech. They've been pretty solid. Number 16.
No, 18.
Number 18. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see for some reason. Because I got smoke in my eyes, so like my eyesight's kind of crappy right now. Number 18 is Miami.
Hurricanes.
Yep. Not Miami of Ohio. At number 19, USC. Hold on. Let me move this over.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Number 19 is USC. How are they okay with Lincoln Riley?
They're keeping him. They said he's not going anywhere.
Whatever. At number 20 is Iowa. Number 22, number 21 is Michigan. Number 22 is Missouri. Number 23 goes to Washington.
Unfortunately, they lost this. Well, not unfortunately, they lost this weekend too. So they're dropping.
Oh, okay. And number 24 is Pitt. And at number 25, I don't care. I am fine with this because I want my team to be relevant. Your Tennessee Volunteers. Why do we suck?
So as the playoffs would stand right now, well, as of the time that I got this, the teams that would get the bye is the 1 through 4 spots. So Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, and Alabama. The teams that will be facing each other is number 5 Georgia versus number 12 Memphis, as they say, because conference winners. There's one at-large team that gets in.
Go Memphis.
I guess. The number 6 and 11 Ole Miss versus Virginia. 7.
That would be a pretty good game.
Yes, it would. 7 and 10 is BYU and Notre Dame.
I mean, Jeremiah Love will have himself.
Hold on. Mormons versus Catholics.
Mormons. Oh yeah. Holy war.
I am not saying anything that this is actually going to happen, but Mormons versus Catholics. We'll see how that goes.
So
And
we got the Holy War. Oh wait, isn't that like an actual
that
rivalry?
is an
That's
actual
an actual
rivalry.
rivalry. Oh my god, I love it.
And at number 8 and 9 will be Texas Tech versus Oregon.
Ooh.
So I think this will be a good layout. However,
Texas Tech's been doing. I think they're a pretty solid team. They've been doing all right.
And the first two out would be Texas and Oklahoma. I would love to see the Red River rivalry. Golly, that's a tongue twister.
Yeah. I was
try saying that 5 times fast.
Red River rivalry. Red River rivalry. Red River.
But I would love to see that.
For you folks.
I would love to see that as a rematch, in my opinion, in a bowl game.
And then of course, right here for the quarterfinals that have already been set, it's Utah versus Texas A&M and Alabama versus Ohio State.
No, the first 4 get a bye. That's not Utah. That's Indiana.
Okay, well, the teams that are getting the bye.
Yes, I've already said that at the beginning.
I'm just saying. Well, I didn't hear you say like, "Oh my God, Ohio State playing Alabama." So, Ron, do you want to know who
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a rematch of the 2014 Sugar Bowl, where we absolutely got smacked them 85 yards through the heart of the South.
Do you? That's what that was? Oh, yep. Do you want to know who I would be rooting for in that situation between Ohio State and Alabama?
I swear, if you say Alabama, you are about to be kicked out of Tennessee.
Oh, no. I'm rooting for the Meteor.
Oh, I hate you. You son of a bitch.
Come on! How did you not see that cut? We said the same thing before the Super Bowl. So
I know.
So after the win against Penn State,
they got lucky.
Yeah. Fernando Mendoza is being looked at as one of the highest ranked players to get the Heisman. And I know you don't think it's true, but after his pretty solid play against Penn State, he had some good plays, especially that last one, that last touchdown. Oh, baby, that was a beauty. So I think Mendoza could definitely be in the running for the Heisman, but we will have to see.
Of course, you got Julian Sayin still in there as well, who has the highest percentage right now amongst any QB, and that's in history, since Arch Manning, since Quinn Ewers, and since Joe Burrow as well.
Wow,
if that tells you
that's
anything.
A good stat.
So if you don't, and he has.
Did Joe Burrow win the Heisman?
No, I think he got snubbed of it.
Oh,
I could be wrong.
That's shenanigans. Wait. Was it Kyler Murray that got it instead?
I think so. Yes. But if I had to say anything, and I understand it's going to sound biased, but at the same time, you look at how he has been playing so much. What the heck has Mendoza done?
He's undefeated too, man. He's done a great job.
He will be undefeated for at least
one more job.
He'll be undefeated for at least this week, but who knows what's going to happen next week.
So I also saw an interesting stat from ESPN recently, and it's number 1 ranked teams in the initial college football ranking have only won the national championship twice. So in 2014, Mississippi State was the initial number 1, and in 2015, the national champions were Ohio State. And then, what was that?
I was saying Ohio State, even though I got brown stuff on.
Oh, well, I mean, whatever. Then in 2015, Clemson was number 1, and the 2016 national champions were Alabama. And then Alabama was the number 1 college football team in 2016, and then the national champions were Clemson. I didn't know they could win. Good on them. Then in 2017, the number 1 team was Georgia, and then in 2018, the national champions were Alabama. Then in 2018, Alabama was number 1. Then Clemson were the national champions. 2019, Ohio State were number 1, and then LSU won the national championship.
We should have been the national championship.
Well, get Joe Burrow, idiot. Then in 2020 and 2021, Bama was number 1, and they were national champions. Then in 2021, the Georgia ended up being number 1, and then they were champs. Then in 2022, the number 1 team were Tennessee Volunteers. Let me have this. I was happy for once.
I know, you were happy for 1 week, and then got screwed.
I was happy. Let me be happy for once. And then Georgia won the national championship. And then in 2023, Ohio State was ranked number 1, and then Michigan was
Who?
national championship. Shut your mouth.
No,
Shut your
they
mouth. I
weren't.
don't want to
They
hear
are
it right
not.
now. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And then in 2024, I'll stop. Oregon was the number 1 ranked team, and then Ohio State won the national champions. And right now, Ohio State is number 1. So will we see back to back, or will they end up losing? Get Tennessee.
It's going to be a fun one.
Imagine if Vanderbilt beats Yale at one point. I would giggle and chuckle and
I
would chortle.
The 2 games that we have to worry about really is the team up north, the game.
Yeah, I still want to watch that with you. That looks fun.
And we still have to worry about the Big Ten championship.
Oh yeah, the Big Ten, yeah.
The only reason I'm saying Big Ten championship is because no matter what, if Ohio State wins or loses, they are going on and they're going to face Indiana anyways, unless Indiana screws up in the last 3 games.
Please don't. That would be funny. So, one thing that I saw recently that I want to get your opinion on, and I have my own.
Okay.
Let me see here, because I just had it. So I saw. Okay, I'll find it later. I saw somebody say on ESPN, I think, is that there's really no SEC bias. What are your thoughts?
Okay, I'm sorry. There's no SEC bias. How many times are you going to put SEC teams in there even when they don't have a strong schedule? And a lot of people could say, okay, Ohio State doesn't have a strong schedule right now. We were supposed to have we were supposed to have at least 3 ranked games. 1 against Texas, 1 against Illinois, 1 against Penn State.
Well, Penn State sucks. So
Penn State sucked and dropped out, so that drops our scoring our strength of schedule.
The cold's really getting to both of us.
Yes, it is. Illinois was technically ranked at the time, and we still beat them. So, I'm sorry, but there is so much SEC bias, and I will even say there is Alabama and Georgia bias.
Oh, definitely. They get it more than anybody.
It is absolutely ridiculous. Because you should be divvying it out, and you should be looking at the other conferences as well, not just focusing on SEC just because you think they're the superior conference. How many times have you come up against a Big Ten team and still lost?
I'm going to give my opinion. So I do agree with that. But at the same time, the SEC has been an extremely dominant conference over the past few years. I mean, and I'm not trying
because of 2 teams.
Let me talk. I'm not saying this because of just because I don't like Ohio State. I mean, Bama and Georgia have been very, very good. LSU has been very, very good. There have been some amazing squads over the past few years that have been from the SEC. So I feel like there's reason as to why they do get recognition. I mean, look at it in the NHL, for example. Like the Central Division and the Atlantic Division get all kinds of attention. But a lot of the time, teams in the Central or Pacific don't get a lot of recognition because those conferences only have a few good teams. Only have 2 or 3 good teams. And I mean, look at the Big Ten. They have been referred to as the 3 Kings Conference for years because of Ohio State, because of Michigan, and because of Penn State. The rest of the teams aren't that great. But then in the SEC, you got Bama, you got Texas, you got Georgia, you got Tennessee, you got Ole Miss, you got you got LSU, you got a lot of fantastic squads in there. So while I do agree that yes, sometimes they're a little biased, I don't think it's without reason.
Same could be said going towards the Big Ten, because this year you look at it. Illinois was ranked, Penn State was ranked, Ohio State was ranked, Oregon is ranked, Washington was ranked. I mean, you've got a lot of teams that are being ranked right now out of the Big Ten. As much as I want Oregon to go back to their conference, I want UCLA, I want USC, I want Washington to go back to where they came from.
The Pac-12?
Yes. I want them to go back. I don't want them in there. But the conference is going up. Nebraska has been doing really good. I don't know how well they're going to keep doing. Iowa is ranked. In there. I forgot to mention them.
Yeah.
There are some of these teams that have sucked that are showing up. And like Indiana has sucked for years. up until about last year, 2 years ago. And look what happened. Now they're starting to show up. And it's like, now they're starting to make the Big Ten look a lot better.
And they're still and they are getting a lot of attention. That's the thing. It's like they are getting a ton of love. I mean, especially Indiana. I mean, Fernando Mendoza is being looked at as one of the top draft picks in the upcoming NFL draft, which we will get to because there are some mocks so far. But I mean, I do understand why. I get that. I 100% do. But I'm looking at this like over the past few years because, like you said, some of these teams haven't been good for that long. So yes, while I do think SEC bias exists, I don't think it exists without reason. Right? Bias doesn't usually exist unless there's good reason for it. Yeah. So continuing onwards, excuse me. So as I alluded to, I do. Oh wait, actually, this is something that you might like. Oh. So Nick Saban, did not hold back when talking about former Alabama quarterback Julian the Super Saiyan. He said, and I quote, "I think one point I'd like to make about Julian Saiyan is that he was at Alabama, and the coach at Alabama played him on the scout team for a whole year. What a dumbass!"
Oh my gosh!
It was a fun, self-deprecating joke. But I mean, hey, I don't want to diss Saban too much. As much as I hate the Crimson Tide, I mean, Saban has been one of, if not the best college coaches in an age. But yeah, I mean,
what a dumbass!
Big mistake.
Yes, it was.
I'd argue he's been better than Howard. I would definitely argue Julian Sain's been better than Howard.
You look at it through the years. J.T. Barrett came in. Cardale Jones did really good with him. J.T. Barrett came in, does better than Cardale Jones.
That cold Coke was a bad idea.
Yeah, it was. Then you look at Justin Fields, who came in. He did really well. Then you look at Will Howard. He did better than Justin Fields.
And C.J. Stroud was pretty good.
C.J. Stroud did better than Justin Fields. Well, no, Justin Fields, then C.J. Stroud, then Will Howard. So you have each one going and being at least better than the other. So it's hard to say who's going to be the better Ohio State has proven to be not only wide receiver
oh boy,
but also I would argue QB.
That's a stretch.
That's why I'm saying I could argue.
That's a stretch.
I could argue because we have had great quarterbacks, and look at how it's going. Justin Fields is the only one that's not doing well.
He's really bad.
Well, he's not. He's been put on a bad team.
Yeah, and he's still not doing good.
If he would have if he would have stayed with Pittsburgh, I think he would have been better. And that's saying
Pittsburgh doesn't always have a lot of luck when it comes to quarterbacks. I mean, because Pittsburgh has Will Howard because they got him. Yeah, they got him and Sawyer, which is fun combo.
Yes.
So
moving on to the NFL.
Well, actually, it's a good way to jump into it. So I've gotten a few mock drafts from different sources. I've gotten it from Pro Football Focus on Instagram.
We're gonna try to rattle these off as fast as we can.
NFL on CBS and also from The Athletic. Let's just do NFL on CBS. So with the first overall pick, and this is hang on. Okay. Post deadline, we'll take this from The Athletic. Yeah. So post deadline 2026 mock draft. With the first pick, the New York Jets would end up selecting Arvell Reese, an edge linebacker. That's weird. Second overall would be Reuben Bain Jr.
Oh wait, rusher. That's an Ohio State boy. Hey,
Reuben Bain plays for
Arvell Reese.
Oh, Arvell Reese. Okay.
Sorry if I just blew out your ears.
Okay, I do kind of get that because that is a bit of a stretch. But okay, they aren't really showing the colleges, and I don't know who any of these people are.
I'm going to tell you what college they go to. All I know is Arvell Reese.
Hold on, wait. So the Athletic and the NFL one were posted like kind of at the same day. So I'll just do NFL.
Go.
So the 2026 NFL mock draft according to NFL on CBS. First overall pick to the New Orleans Saints.
There you go.
Would be Fernando Mendoza, quarterback out of Indiana.
Yes.
And then the second overall pick would, this is coming from Tennessee apparently, to Cleveland, would be Dante Moore from Oregon.
Stop it.
Wow.
Stop it. First off, NFL on CBS, you are wrong. we would go for something different because we got Dylan Gabriel doing good right now. He has done very well. So we do not need another quarterback.
Then at number, yeah, but I mean,
unless you're trading Shedeur.
Cleveland is pretty much known as, and if the Jets weren't known as and if the Jets are the graveyard, then the Cleveland Browns are practically the freaking Paris catacombs.
Okay.
Catacombs.
Moving on, let's try to get this done.
Then at number 3, the New York Jets would select Ty Simpson, quarterback out of Alabama.
Why? Okay, I doubt it's going to be back to back.
I mean, I can kind of see that because, I mean, let's be honest, the Jets don't have any good quarterbacks. Then at number 4, for the
Miami Dolphins,
would be a defensive lineman, Peter Woods from Clemson. I mean,
I don't think they could use defensive.
They could use some defensive line, but I think tackle would be better because you gotta protect Tua or whoever they're gonna throw in there. Because let's be honest, Tua's probably cooked. And then at number 5, the New York Giants would get Carnell Tate, wide receiver from Ohio State, and I think that's a good move because because Jackson Dart does need some weapons, and he can't rely on Cam Scatterby every single play. Then at number 6, via Cleveland, Tennessee would select edge rusher T.J. Parker from Clemson. And, I mean, that does make sense because they do have a pretty big needed edge. I still think they should go for tackle to protect Cam Ward, but they'll probably pick that in another round, so we'll have to see. Then at number 7, the Las Vegas Raiders would select Arvell Reese, linebacker from Ohio State. Woo! And then at number 8, the Bengals would select Caleb Downs, safety from Ohio State. I'm surprised that Caleb Downs
is way low.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised Caleb Downs would go after Arvell Reese. Because, I mean, no diss to Reese. He's great, but,
that's what I was going to say. I was going to say Arvell Reese is great. But Caleb Downs is undoubtedly, and you can argue with me on this.
I'm not going to.
Caleb Downs is arguably one of the greatest safeties there is in college football right now. Well, not the greatest. Yeah. Currently in the NFL season, he is a great safety, and I think he is top 3. He is top 3 draft pick,
at the very least.
No doubt. I see you over there.
So, continuing on, number 9, the Commanders would select edge rusher Ruben Bain Jr. I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, they could probably go. I think they could probably try to beef off the O-line, but, we'll have to see. Yeah. Then at number 10, edge rusher would be Keldrick Falk, edge rusher from Auburn. So I'm not going to go through every single pick.
Please, no.
But so I'm going to go for my team. At number 29, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, according to NFL and CBS, would select Chris Brazzell II, wide receiver out of Tennessee. We don't need... Okay, here's the thing. I could probably be wrong because, I mean, look at how Emeka's been doing. But I really don't think we need another wide receiver. Because, I mean, we have a lot of depth here. I mean, Jalen McMillan's going to be coming back from injury, and Chris Godwin is still pretty good. Obviously, Emeka, do I even need to say anything? And Tez Johnson, he's been balling out. And also Sterling Shepard, he's been really good. Yep. So I don't think we need another wide receiver. We need to beef up our defense. We need it so bad. And I recently saw on the Athletic mock draft, Zion Young would go to Tampa Bay, and I think it's a good idea because Tampa Bay does need a good edge rusher because our edge rushers aren't bad, but we just need somebody better. Yep. So transitioning into the NFL, the trade deadline happens.
Yes, so I'm going to try to rattle these off as best as I can.
Because we both want to go inside.
We're ready to go. So first off, one of the trades was the Titans are sending edge rusher Draymond Jones to the Ravens for a conditional 5th-round pick. From the Raiders to Jacksonville, which I believe he just played. The Raiders are trading wide receiver Jacoby Myers to the Jacksonville Jaguars in exchange for a 4th and 6th round pick.
He's on my fantasy team!
So, multiple teams, including the Steelers and Jaguars, had shown interest in Myers, who is scheduled to become a free agent after his contract expires this season. However, now he's going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Congratulations.
On getting out of,
Las Vegas, but who knows?
I think Vegas could definitely go for a quarterback because let's be honest, who are they going to trust? Geno Smith?
Oh yeah. Seahawks are sending a 2026 fourth and fifth round picks to the Saints in exchange for wide receiver Rashid Shaheed.
That's an awesome name, and
It is.
that's a good pickup. Shahid's been a great player.
Yes, and we
Then,
both have this one.
then the Salad Cowboys. Sorry, the Dallas Cowboys. How about some Cowboys? Traded for Quinnen Williams.
They did
which
get him.
is surprising because he's a pretty solid
Yeah.
defensive tackle. He's basically one of the only. He was like one of the only good parts of the Jets for a while.
Yeah.
In exchange for defensive tackle Mozzie Smith.
Careful what you were about to say there.
Yeah, the name is too similar. That's gonna be concerning.
Yeah.
Excuse me, 2026 second round pick and a 2027 first. That's a pretty big haul.
Yes. So, but the Jets also made another trade, which I think was a bad idea in their opinion.
Yeah.
The Indianapolis Colts get Sauce Gardner, and the New York Jets receive Adonai Mitchell and 2 first round picks. So that completes, I believe, all of the Jets' trade. Here's how it looks right now for the notable draft picks for the next 2 years for the drafts. In 2026, they get 2 first-round picks. One they get themselves, and one through or 2 from themselves from the first. I'm just gonna read this off. In 2026, they get a first-round pick through themselves, a first-round pick through Indianapolis, and a second-round pick through themselves, and a second-round pick through Dallas. In 2027, they get a first-round pick for themselves, a first-round pick from Dallas, and a first-round pick from Indianapolis.
So they are loading up. I mean, this next draft, they could pick up some incredible players because the Jets suck. They suck so bad. And given the fact that they are projected to be one of the highest teams to select in the draft, specifically I've seen them go pretty much first overall in a lot of these mocks, it's entirely possible that they could get a lot of players.
Yes,
that could help because this season's been an absolute mess for New York.
Yes,
so I'm excited for them. I'm excited to see where they go.
I could see that happen. Another trade: the Saints have traded offensive lineman Trevor Penning to the Chargers for a 2027 6th-round pick. My team, the Cleveland Browns, have made a trade with the Bears. I don't know why. The Browns get a 2026 6th-round pick, and the Bears receive defensive end Joe Tryon Shoyinka.
That's an awesome name.
It is a crazy name to say. And a 2026 7th-round pick. Well,
I mean, that's. I mean, I guess they just want to try to get like some. I guess they kind of want somebody to pair with Myles Garrett, but you know,
it's not going to be as well. The problem is Chicago Bears.
Bears
get him.
Yeah.
So
anyway, you know what? No, they need to trade for a good point guard so that they can get their bullpen better to win the U.S. Open and get Connor McDavid his first ever Grey Cup goal. Sportsball. Also, something that kind of made me confused is that the Bucks stood pat and did not do anything on the trade deadline, which is weird because we do have needs. You know, we need to get some. We definitely need to beef up a lot of our defense and stuff like that. You know, get a good edge rusher, but whatever. And I mean, after this loss to New England, I'm like, what the hell? Why is Baker no longer MVP? Why? I was happy. But yeah, so that's a mess. I mean, speaking of the draft, I mean, an anonymous NFL scout even said that for the quarterback prospects, it's not stellar. And honestly, I don't blame him. I mean, I understand that, you know, over the past few years, we've had some incredible quarterbacks coming through. I mean, we had Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Cameron Ward, Jackson Dart, not Shador Sanders. I mean, Drake May. We've had some great players in the past few drafts. I mean, Bryce Young and CJ Stroud. I mean, just the past 3 NFL drafts, there have been some great players. So I understand it's a high bar, but I mean, I don't blame him.
Oh, yeah.
Some of these guys aren't looking great. I mean, no disrespect to guys like, you know, Mendoza, Moore, and Sayin, but they, comparatively, it's kind of hard to say.
One of the final things that I have, I don't know if it's the final things of the episode, but upon appeal, the NFL has reduced Commanders linebacker Frankie Lavue's 1-game suspension to a $100,000 fine. Lavue was originally suspended due to repeated hip drop tackles.
Yeah.
That was fun. But
speaking of the Commanders, this is.
Yes.
Wait, you done? Because I have
Yes,
one more
I'm
thing.
done.
So for the last thing of this cold ass episode, because I gotta get inside before I
both
die.
of us, my feet are about
before
numb.
before we both die. And turn into Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining. I love that movie.
Okay.
I gotta watch that movie again. I love that.
Moving on, come on.
Red Rum. So some really good news about Jaden Daniels after that god-awful arm injury that he suffered. The MRI results came back clean, no tear or significant damage. Per head coach Dan Quinn, his status for Monday is still uncertain, and the team will monitor his progress throughout the week. Meanwhile, defensive end Durant Armstrong suffered a significant injury and is out for the year. So unfortunately for him, but I'm very happy to hear this about Jaden Daniels because they need him. They need him.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, you dropped him too.
I just dropped him because I figured he was going to be out. He was going to be out for a long time. So
yeah,
but
that's gonna be it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do the per usual, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, tell all your friends. Don't show up at our house. Most importantly, go sports. Woo!